Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? I am Tanji Afrin, Finance and Banking Department, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. Today my topics is Chapter 12 Bank and Client Class 9 and 10. There is two stem of board question. First one is Rashai Board 2019. There is a passage. I am reading the passage. Mr. Abdul Karim is a businessman. He makes most of the transaction with Karnataka Bank. He gives a check to Mr. Abdul Rahman for business purpose. He draws a parallel line to the upper left side of the check and writes account pay. One of his debtor, Mr. Mamun, gives him a bundle of taka 50,000. Next day, he found two fake note of taka 500 in the bundle before depositing in the bank. So, he deposited the money to the bank with two 500 taka notes from his pocket. He took loan from Taka 5 lakh from the bank for purchasing raw materials and paid it to the bank in time. Number A. What is order check? All the questions are here. Number B. What type of relations are being created between bank and customer depositing money by depositors? Number C, what is the type of check that is given to Abdul Rahim? Explain. Number D, evaluate the responsibilities of Mr. Abdul Karim to the bank as a customer. Now I am telling you the answer of these all questions. Number A, the knowledge level question. What is order check? The answer is when bank pays to the payee or to the specified person by the order of the pays, then it is called order check. Number B, comprehensive level. What types of relations are being created between bank and customer depositing money by depositors? And the answer is when client deposit money in the bank, then bank is a debtor and oppositely other party is creditor. Number C, application level. What is the type of check that is given to Abdul Rahim? Explain. According to the stem, Abdul Rahim, as there was a parallel line to the upper left side of the check, our cross check is any check that is crossed with two parallel lines, either cross the whole check or through the top left hand corner of the check. This symbol means that the check can only be deposited directly into a bank account and cannot be immediately cashed by a bank or any other credit institutions. It is a safe check because it cannot be used by the pupil to whom it is issued. For a safe transaction, cross check is an acceptable medium. And the last one, number D, it is a higher order, higher level order answer question. And the answer is question, evaluate the responsibility of Mr. Abdul Karim to the bank as a customer. And I am telling the answer. As a customer, Mr. Karim has some responsibilities to the bank. A customer may keep deposit to the banks for many may take loan from the banks. In both cases, customer has responsibilities. Firstly, customer should show the honesty to maintain the relationship towards the bank. From opening a bank account, clients should disclose all required information to the clients. Secondly, customers should pay installment of loan as per repayment schedule. So, if loan cannot be replied according to the contract, then by the adopting of the law bank will collect the money by selling the property of the client. Lastly, customers should take a proper care in writing as an example of proper signature, date in right place, etc., and right time. So, Abdul Karim should over the responsibilities the bank as a loyal customer. Famous and the next one. This is the second STEM All Board 2018. It's for you student, my dear students. And now I am telling the STEM. Famous businessman Mr. Ali went away by wrongly keeping a check on the table with a view to drawing money from the bank which was signed before. Servant of his house deposits his check to the definite bank and bank instantly pay the check amount to the servant. Later on, Mr. Ali is thinking about the safety of the check in case of transactions. And the questions are: mutual development is the main objective of which bank? Number B. What is debit card? Describe. Number C. What type of check was used by Mr. Ali? Explain. Number D. Lastly, what type of check do you think is the best for Mr. Ali in case of safe transactions? Show logics. Now I am telling the answers of all question. First one, knowledge level question. Mutual development is the main objective of which bank? The answer is mutual development is the main objective of chain bank. Number D, comprehensive level. What is debit card? Describe. And the answer is debit card is a plastic card which bank issues for his client. A debit card is the payment card that deducts money directly from our customer's checking account to pay for a purchase. Debit cards eliminate the need of carrying cash or physical checks to make purchase. In addition, debit cards, also called check card, offer the convenience of credit card and many of the same customer protection when issued by major payment. Number C, application level. What type of check was used by Mr. Ali? Explain. And the answer, bearer check was used by Mr. Ali. Check is made payable to the bearer. It is payable to the person who presents it to the bank for encashment. However, such checks are risky. This is because if such check lost, the finder of the check can collect fund payment from the bank. Bearer check can be transferred by mere delivery. They need to endorsement. In simple words, a check which is payable to any person who presents it for payment at the bank counter is called bearer check. Check can be paid to any person who present it. In such case, the paying banker need not wearing the endorsement. However, the signature of the uh, bank customer should be obtained on the reserve of the check for having received the payment. According to the passage, Mr. Ali went away by the wrongly keeping a check on the table with a view to the withdrawing money from the bank, okay, which was signed before. Servant of his house deposits his check to the definite bank, okay, and instantly pay the check amount to the servant. Later on, Mr. Ali is thinking about the safety of check in case of transactions. According to the passage, the servant can draw the money from the bank easily as the check is bearer check and there was enough money in Ali's bank account. Last one is number D is higher order level. What type of check do you think is the best for Mr. Ali in case of safe transaction? Show logic. And the answer is I think cross check is the best for Mr. Ali in the case of safe transactions. As cross check is any check that is crossed with two parallel lines, that was the whole check or through the top left hand corner of the check. This symbol means that the check can only be deposited directly into a bank account and cannot be immediately cashed by a bank or any other institution. By using cross check, check writer can simply but effectively protect the check and check the right. Cross checks are uh, permanently used in countries across Europe and Asia as well as in Mexico and Australia. Cross checks are rarely used in the United States. Any individual attempting to deposit a crossed check in US many encounter problems. Adding a crossing to a check increases its security in that it cannot be cashed at a bank counter, but it pays into an account in the same name as that which appears on the pay line of the check. Crossing a check provides specific instructions to a financial institution regarding how the funds can be handled. Most commonly, it is used to ensure the bank only deposit the funds into an actual bank account and does not immediately cash it upon initial receipt. This provides a level of security to the payer as it requires the funds be handled through a collecting banker. As Mr. Ali is a businessman, he needs to transact regularly. The cross check is transfer Mr. Ali. So I think it will be more perfect for Mr. Ali to use the cross check for his necessary transactions. Thank you, my dear students, for today. All now. Assalamu alaikum.